Okay, so this is the official popularity contest podcast Discord game night. Shimi has been gracious enough to offer us a bunch of questions that we're supposed to answer, and somehow that is a game. Is that correct, Shimi?
Yes, it's the book of questions. It's based on a book that was written. So we have like some questions from that book. Yes.
Okay, and what we're gonna do is it's like 217 questions, I think exactly. We're gonna go around the room, and I'm gonna randomly generate the questions and the number, and then we're just gonna ask a question from there. I assume we all have to pull up the questions, right?
Yeah, I think most of us have. If not, we can read it for someone who.
Seemed kind of passive aggressive. Is that like fresh in the live stream chat or something?
Yeah, I did put it in the live stream.
Give me a fresh one so I don't have to scroll through all this stuff. Because I gotta know what I'm looking at here, and I was panicking with the tech.
One moment, please. Let me talk to my tech person.
I just these are the kind of games. These are the kind of games we play at the Popularity Contest Podcast Discord, where if you're a member of the Patreon, you can participate in these kinds of community events.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm going to go around the room real quick and introduce, because we just got random noises. So anybody who doesn't want to introduce themselves is fine, but go ahead and start from the top of the list of everybody in the thing. So I think the top would be Dead Kelly, which I guess.
Hello.
Yeah, there's Dead Kelly.
Hi, I'm Dead Kelly. How are you? That's good.
Fantastic. Okay, go down the list. ID, you're next. ID, how's it going tonight? Fantastic, ID. Kazuki's on mute. ID, are you busy right now? Too busy for an introduction? Is he running another PSYOP?
He's real shy.
That's okay. OS is here. Kazui's on mute, our young producer. And then we've got OS is here. OS, how's it going? Are you going to be here for the night?
No.
Fantastic. Okay. And then next we've got Shimi, I believe.
Hi, how's it going?
All right, that was too much. Don't try getting cute.
I missed you.
I got a new rig. Oh, sorry. Uninstall Media is here. Uninstall Media, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm on Install Media. I like long walks on the beach and macaroni and cheese.
You're trying to hook up with Shimi right now. Trying to get in her pants, dropping the mac and cheese. You know she's into that. ID said hello. He says in the chat, and nobody could hear him. Well, I can't wait to get to your question, ID. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna go around. I'm gonna randomly generate. We're going to start with Shimi because she imposed her will to be the first one to be allowed to go.
That sounds kind of Crowleyan. Is this like a element-based game? Is anyone here involved in the OTO? Just raise your hand if you are. Yeah.
Shimi, Shimi, can you fact check, what is the ODO?
OTO.
What is
OTO? Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'll look it up.
It's the Temple of the East.
The Ordo, Ordo Templi Orientis.
Come on.
Yeah, the Temple of the East.
Order of the Temple. Okay. Oh, I'm not.
Is it? So now now everyone's going to accuse us of doing a giant Freemason game. 33 questions.
Famous
Not as exciting as 217.
Famous Freemason comedians. I'll start. Michael Richards.
Don Rickles.
Yeah. Richard Pryor.
You're going to start freaking people out because everyone that they like they're going to find out as a Freemason and they're all going to lose their shit. But they're also going to say, I expected that, and that's why they were allowed to be successful. All right, so Shimi, you're going to go first. I'm going to randomly generate a number.
Okay.
Starting right now with number 158. I shall read you number 158 and get your response, okay? Question number 158. No back talk. You notice a self-destructive behavior pattern in a friend who is clearly unaware of it. Would you point it out?
Okay, so let me think about that. Self-destructive behavior. So be like
participating in this, for example.
Okay, yes. Now
Being a Muslim.
Would I point it out? You know, I do have a way of telling someone something in a nice way, but underneath it, I'm saying something else. So what? I probably...
Are you doing that now?
No, but I would probably tell them in a way that was maybe not offensive, but maybe a little more kinder.
What would be...
I've got a point of clarification here. Are these yes or no questions, or what? Or are these essay questions?
It was a yes or no question, but she's a female, so she responded accordingly.
We use more vocabulary anyways, right? Women in a minute use more words than men do, so...
Well, it doesn't make... Yeah, you're not economical, though, because what I would describe it as gabbing. You refer to it as using more words. I would say it's gabbing.
We're more expressive.
So impressive?
Expressive.
Expressive. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I would tell her, but I would say it or him, but I would say it in a way that's not as intrusive. I would be a little more empathetic in how I tell them.
That's humble. Really humble of you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're moving on. Next, that was a great opening question and fantastically subpar response. But we're going to be moving on to the next question, and we're going to go right to Dead Kelly because I'm going right to the top of the list now. No choice. I'm randomly generating a question now. Question 127. So moving up, and we are: if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Okay, I would have it that my parents never separated.
Bummer. Okay, next question. No. Okay. How young?
Aren't we all supposed to answer?
I think we are. Well,
I thought. Wait.
I would have it so Dead Kelly's parents never separated too.
Everybody is supposed to answer the same question?
What does everyone else think?
Yeah, well, because then it's everyone has a too.
I was just thinking I would rather have it that I never saw the movie Alien when I was 5 years old. But then I thought about how my parents got divorced when I was 6, and I was like, that's kind of a better answer. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I didn't realize everyone had to answer the question. I didn't realize everyone had to answer the same question. I clearly did not understand how this game was supposed to be.
You didn't read this.
That would be 217 times 7 people is 5,400. 8 hours.
Well, not if Shimi's answering every question.
Well, I answer yes to the previous question.
I want to say thank you for that answer. That's the first honest thing I've heard since I've been in here. I was hollering, hello, everyone, and no one could hear me.
ID is here now. Yeah, welcome.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much for having me, and it's fantastic. Whose idea was this? Wow.
This was Shimi's idea.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. That's why it seems so stupid.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Be nice. Don't you guys want more female Discord users?
The Popularity Contest podcast. First of all, I'll make a little bit of a plug here. We have more Popularity Contest podcast has an enormous amount of female support. Our female listener base is really like our male to female ratio is probably like 25-1, which is higher.
That's about 1,000% higher than every other Discord or place on the internet. All right.
We have like probably 8 chicks here, right?
Yeah.
That's you don't even get that in like the 8 legit chicks.
Very lonely chicks.
Oh, rude. I was going to say they're all very intelligent. They're very, very smart.
Oh, that was a nice compliment to all of us males in the room. I appreciate that, Shimi. And
Thank you.
You're not so bad yourself.
Anyway, if you're some kind of desperate loner on the internet, if you want some women to talk to, come to Popularity Contest Podcast, join the Patreon, and get access to women.
8 of them.
Yeah, I
Slide
do
into
actually.
their
It is
DMs.
awesome that we have
Slide
a lot
into
of
their
girls
DMs.
here because it brings the male energy only is it's pretty exhausting
Too
sometimes.
much, overbearing,
Oh, it's horrible.
rude, aggressive.
It's bad. It's bad. So having like with the women in here, like Sky Larkin participating in like she's basically like our meme queen. She drops the memes every day. We got a bunch. I don't know if you guys know, but we got a bunch of meme lords over here. Dead Kelly's a infamous meme lord and edge lord. Dead Kelly, is that true? Have you ever been described?
Yeah. That's something that I strive towards every day.
It's on his CV, edgelord.
That's right.
Professional edgelord.
I think it's fantastic. But yeah, so
Isn't there a word of the day too? I heard something about a word of the day.
Edging. The word
the word of the day is edging.
Rude, whoever said that.
Edging. The word of the day. Edging. Okay. I'm on Medical News Today. Everything you need to know about edging. Edging. This is medicalnewstoday.com. Okay? Edging is the practice of engaging in sexual stimulation to a point of ejaculation before stopping and starting again. It involves cycles of stimulation that can lead some people to insanity. No, to more intense orgasms. People who ejaculate prematurely may find edging beneficial because it can increase duration of sexual activities. This may also provide more opportunities than experimentation and confidence building during sex. No shit. If you touch someone's penis and then stop before they come, they might last longer. Yeah. The benefits. Can anyone think of a benefit of edging?
No, not I can think of a single thing that would be. Why would you want to do that?
I don't fucking know. According to the International Society for Sexual Medicine, edging can increase the intensity of orgasm in some people. This can apply to sex with a partner or masturbation, including a period of edging during sex could help build up excitement and make the climax more satisfying. Anyway, edging is the word of the day, and we thank you, Original Simulant, for that. We are not going to go around the room and get everybody's answer to the same question because I think that sucks. Unless anybody... Wait, am I the only one that thinks that sucks?
No, it sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I thought so.
Fine.
But if anybody wants to volunteer some answer, then that'd be okay too.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay. Would anyone else... I would not change anything from my childhood because because it could have devastating... It would have devastating effects on the rest of my life no matter what I change, and I am very happy.
Oh, are you bringing in the time travel conundrum now?
No, that's just the way the world works. Everything affects everything.
Okay.
I got that penis reduction surgery when I was a kid.
What was you?
It says if you could change anything,
I would not.
what would it be?
I would change
That's
it.
Crypto,
not answering the question though.
I wouldn't change it. Does anyone else have an answer to that they'd like to share? And we're moving. Okay, next up, going down the list, is ID. ID, do you have audio at the moment?
Jack, 1 2 1 2.
Coming in hot, buddy. 10-4, over. I'm starting random generation. We're stopping at number 164. Ooh, maybe it'd be fun for me to share the random generation on the screen. That's kind of stupid, but people like to look at things. And right now all they can see is me. Okay, if someone offered you a large amount of... Oh my god. I thought this was the question that we practiced on earlier off screen. Never mind. If someone offered you a large amount of money for some information about one of your company's products, would you accept it? Assume you know you won't be discovered. So if somebody offered you money...
Assume that you won't be discovered.
Yeah, like basically giving away your company's IP to somebody else for money without being caught. Would you do that?
No, because because it could be a setup for starters. I mean, just to protect my own ass, it could be a setup.
No.
Secondly,
you're not listening. Second part of the question is, you won't be discovered. It's
well, you said you assumed. That's why I asked the
It
back.
does say
So
assumed.
you won't be discovered.
No,
I don't think
you're
it
right.
changes anything. I still wouldn't change my answer.
That's fine.
I just figure, yeah, I can see what you're saying then, because that's almost like, yeah. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but man, I don't think I would take it.
I don't think you would be overthinking anything.
No.
I wouldn't do it either. ID. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. I wouldn't do it either.
What's that, OS? You wouldn't share? You wouldn't give away any painting tips?
That's exactly right. No, painting tips, I would sell those. But I wouldn't give away any, FBI.
This is for money.
I wouldn't sell those either.
Okay.
I wouldn't give away any Masonic secrets for money.
How many times has somebody asked you about do the Freemasons keep secrets?
I think most people know that already. They assume that going in. I don't know. Not that many, I guess.
I figured people ask that question often. All right, I'm putting the random generator on the screen now so that anybody can watch this. It's very exciting. I'm going to move some stuff around. Okay, so this website sucks. There's the popularity contest logo right over top of it. The random generator is beginning again. We're going down. Nobody else responded. We are moving on. The next person in line is Kazooie, who is not here. It is original simulant, and we're going to get him before he leaves. Your random generated number is 204. Everyone saw that on the screen now, so I can't be called out for cheating. So now I can no longer cheat. Running too quickly on an icy sidewalk in front of a neighbor's house, you slip and break a leg. Would you be likely to sue the owner of the house if you were confident you could win the suit because of his negligence in shoveling snow?
Yeah, if I broke my leg, somebody's getting sued. Absolutely. Absolutely. If somebody's got to pay for this.
Cool.
If it's really negligence, yeah, why wouldn't I? If someone is truly negligent, yeah, then it is, then it is their responsibility.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yes.
Would anybody not do that?
I have a question.
Only a Mark wouldn't do
I
that.
heard that certain places, if you fall at school, campus and stuff, you can't sue. So if this is a private residence, right? We're talking a neighbor's house.
Yeah, you sue anybody. You mean, come on.
Well, a lot of places you can't sue insurance companies. You can't sue schools. They're
sue
very
for
well
certain things.
Well, those things all involve contracts. Where if it's just outside your neighbor's house, you don't have a contract with any fine print that you probably didn't read.
I'd say if I had health insurance or something where I didn't where I didn't have to pay for anything if I broke my leg, I probably wouldn't sue him in that case. But if I needed it to, pay for my leg being repaired, yeah, I'd definitely sue him.
Well, the thing is, though, you were running really fast on an icy sidewalk.
Then,
so whose fault is that?
Well, they said the question implied or stated clearly that they were negligent, so it shouldn't matter how fast I was running.
They didn't shovel their snow, but I've heard that that's a law, but then I heard that that's not true, that they have to shovel. So
it's just
you might have,
it's just pretend world.
You might have to check the laws.
I'm not going to check any laws.
Okay,
Check.
so
that's what I was.
In Illinois, we have the Illinois slip and fall laws. That's
Okay.
It's what it's called. So
I don't
so
live there.
anybody can understand that. When you're injured in a slip and fall in Illinois, it makes sense to explore your option. Okay, this is just some carny trying to sell me. He's trying to get me to hell. So the statute of limitations. There's a statute of limitations on it. 2 years. Wow, there's a lot. Turns out there's a lot.
2
to
years?
it. I wouldn't do it
that's
just
pretty
because
generous.
it seems like it's a whole thing, and I'm very lazy. I would like to
What
do
do you-
it, but I
You
just
going to
know
come out of
myself.
pocket for it? Would you come out of pocket for it?
I would just let my leg heal naturally. I don't care. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
a
wouldn't.
whole
I
headache.
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because that would mean I'd have to hire some shady lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Is shady? Is that a word you use for Jewish? I was just wondering. I don't use that. I've got a thumb problem here. I've had now for about a year, about 8 months, that I need to go to the hospital to get surgery for, and I just won't. I've just been letting it naturally heal. I can't even use a butter knife, and I don't give a fuck.
Is it healing? Do you feel like it's
No, it wouldn't be healing if it's been 8 months long.
Yeah, it's just the longest. Yeah, no, I think the nerves are slowly dying, and then the ligaments fusing to other parts of my hands. I can't really use my thumb. But I'm just not, because I don't want to catch COVID-19 at the hospital. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be safe. I don't want to spread COVID-19.
Making a car accident and then just claiming you heard it in that.
Absolutely. At one time, I had to go to the hospital for edging. Just so I can see if I get some help. All right, generating the next number. Number 155. They're all pretty high. Isn't that interesting? They've all been above 155 so far.
Answer that.
Very random.
Yeah, super. This number generator. I'm starting to question the authenticity of
It's on the
our
screen.
I think we haven't gotten the same number again twice yet.
Well, statistically, that's not, the probability of that happening is. Go ahead and crunch those numbers for me, Kazooie, when you get back. Shimi, you already went, but you're going to go again because.
I sure am.
Isn't it interesting that?
What about uninstall media? What about uninstall media? Yes,
Well, I'm going down the list now, and the problem is Shimi forced us to let her go first, so I don't want to have to keep track of this the whole time. So we're pretending Shimi's first question never happened.
I had to leave and come back, so now I'm at the top of the list.
No, you're at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. Shimi.
Oh, okay.
Listen to this question I got for you, number 155, okay?
Yes.
All right. Would you be willing to make a substantial sacrifice to have any of the following: your picture on a postage stamp, your statue in a park, a college named after you, a Nobel Prize, or a national holiday in your honor?
Okay, I would like the Nobel Prize, but what do I have to do?
I'm gonna ask you a question, Shimi. Tell me what a Nobel Prize is. What is a Nobel Prize?
It's like for like a invention, right? I mean, maybe not exactly an invention, but you've discovered something, or you're well known for a theory. It's a theory, isn't it?
So you want something you don't know what it is?
I know. People that get Nobel Prizes get very recognized, and
the first part of the question was, would you be willing to make a substantial sacrifice? And you said yes to something you don't even know the answer to.
a lot of famous people get Nobel Prizes, so I feel like why not me?
A lot of famous people are pedophiles.
Should
True
I
or
look
false?
what is a Nobel Prize? I mean, I think it's like a discovery, isn't it, for a discovery or theory that gets...
Obama has a Nobel Prize he has a Nobel Peace Prize.
Hello, Shimmy. The Nobel Prize is the prize for the Nobel lie of the year. Yes, you know that, right?
A Nobel Prize is a nomination
You
for
do know that.
a Nobel Prize may be submitted by any person who meets the nomination criteria. A letter of invitation to submit is not required. The names of the nominees and other information about the nomination cannot be revealed until 50 years later. A Nobel Prize is an international award administered by the Nobel Foundation in Stockholm, Sweden, and based on the fortune of Alfred Nobel, Swedish inventor and entrepreneur. Each prize consists of a medal, a personal diploma, and a cash award. Interesting. So it's nothing. It's gay.
Nobel. What did Nobel invent? What did he invent?
What did Alfred?
What did he
invent?
He invented.
I see. It's a play on words, right? It's
the fleshlight.
Oh my God, the guy is a horrible person. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Of course he invented this. Of course he did.
Yeah, let's go.
Dynamite.
Yes.
In 1866, Alfred got a patent or legal right of ownership on this material. In the next year, he named it dynamite. He also invented a detonator or blasting cap, which could be set off by lighting a fuse. And now, one of the most prestigious Mark Awards in the world is the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Of course it is.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
So now
He blew up a whole heap of people.
They different categories for like science and politics and
Right.
And peace.
Right,
shit
yeah.
like
It'd be like atom
literature
related.
and
It would be like part of the atom discovery.
Physics,
Like,
chemistry, medicine, literature, peace, economic sciences.
economics, behavioral economics.
it's basically a gold star for being a wonderful mark.
Or or a Carney, yeah. And so initially, when the Nobel Prize was first awarded, it wasn't that big of a deal. But after a while, it really blew up. Okay. And we're moving. We're moving on to the next question. I'm going to start randomly generating, and the next question is going to uninstall media. And the number is going to be, number 5.
Oh, I think we predicted this.
I don't think we did. Here we go.
Okay, you gonna read?
If a new medicine were developed that would cure arthritis but cause a fatal reaction in 1% of those who took it, would you want it to be released to the public? Wow.
What do I work for, Johnson & Johnson? What the fuck?
Would you want it to release to the public or not?
A fatal reaction in 1%, assuming 100% of the public took the vaccine.
No,
it would cure
arthritis. We're not talking about the vaccine. We don't want to get kicked off YouTube for telling people that the vaccine is going to kill everybody. Okay?
Man, this is such a loaded question.
This is about arthritis. This has nothing to do with COVID-19.
Yeah, fuck it. Let the 1% die. Arthritis is horrible. Too many people suffer from it. I say give them the shot.
It's not a shot. Everything's got to be a shot to you. It might be.
That's my answer. I'm sticking to it.
Okay. I would say yes, because I've recently, since I started paying attention to the news, I've become pro-eugenics. So I am absolutely on the side of everything that kind of starts taking care of these marks. Would anybody be against curing arthritis for 1%?
It needs to be cured. I'm with you and installed.
Interesting. So you guys sound a lot like the COVID people. That's so interesting. Okay, that's fine.
See what this game does? It divides us.
They will not divide us. Trump will not divide us. Oh, then I'm up. Am I supposed to answer a question, or I just moved past me?
Yeah. No.
Anyone else have a response? I mean, I feel like this is a very prescient, poignant question for the times we live in. So
I'll say what I said before, which is this is the example a lot of people use, but I'll use it. Is if there was a bowl of M&Ms with like 1,000 M&Ms or 1,000,000 M&Ms in it, and one of those M&Ms had cyanide in it, would you let your child reach into that bowl to grab an M&M to eat?
It's the same question as the pistol one we talked about before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same basic. It's the same basic premise as the pistol question that we talked about earlier.
Explain that again.
The question about you have 10 pistols in front of you and they're all loaded for $1 million. Would you pick one up and aim it at your forehead and pull the trigger?
No, that's not the same question. That's a personal thing. This is about somebody else, risking someone else's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they're not all loaded. Remember, there's a chance that they're not all loaded, right? So that's.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I misspoke. Yeah, whatever. It's the same kind of fucking idea, though, isn't it? I mean,
don't get upset that you want to murder children.
Children don't have arthritis. It's only older people.
All right, I'm gonna Google that real quick and rub that in your face.
Look, I think that's a loaded question. A loaded question.
Can you just ask me the question about the guns again?
Kids can get a kind of arthritis called juvenile idiopathic arthritis. So kids will die from this. 1% of them will die.
All right. Well, more than 1% are going to die from pneumonia or something else. So I'm taking the eugenicist route here.
All right. That's fair.
Going full eugenicist.
Full on eugen. I respect that. You coming out in the open and not leaving me out to hang out to dry by myself. We're going on. I'm going to answer the next question. The random generation is 110. Okay, scroll down up to 110. Question 110. If you were having difficulty on an important test and could safely increase the size of your cock. No, sorry. If you're having difficulty on an important test and could safely cheat by looking at someone else's paper, would you do? I've never not done that. Yes, of course I would. If you were having, I've never not had difficulty on an important test. I've never not cheated. So yeah, I would cheat, and I would have no problem doing it. Anyone here against cheating on schoolwork?
I would like to say that it's an ethical thing, right? I've been in situations where I could cheat, it was available, but I'm like too stubborn and I won't.
Mark. Okay. Moving on. Next question. I think, that's school is for marks, and you're a teacher's pet. I bet you brought apples to your teacher, Shimi.
I'm a smart.
If I knew I could, but the person that you can safely cheat off of is ostensibly smarter than you, right? Like, why else would you cheat off them?
No,
if you
that's not
thought they
necessarily
were...
true. I've cheated. One time I cheated off a guy, and we got matching 33 or 32% or something like that.
When you've got nothing, you'll take anything.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I could have done better than that. I actually could have in that case. Okay.
Right, yeah.
We're going
You
back,
probably
back up to Dead Kelly on this one. Number 14, going back to the bottom of the list. At number 14, the question is, would you rather be extremely successful professionally and have a tolerable yet unexciting private life, or have an extremely happy private life and only a tolerable and uninspiring professional life?
I actually have the latter, so yeah, I'll stick with that. Stick with what I got.
You have a happy private life and a uninspiring professional life?
It's not entirely uninspiring, but it's I think that it
is it tolerable?
I put more value and I get more excitement out of my personal life. You know, it's more vivid and meaningful to me. So that's where the scales tip that way.
100%. I agree with that.
Same. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's like the easiest one ever, right?
Yeah.
You're not talking about killing anybody.
I would do that too, though.
Killing
I don't know why
people's
that'd be
children.
relevant, but that'd be pretty... Okay, we're moving on. Jesus.
It's like, what's the next one? Would you accept $50,000 to execute a homeless person?
I would pay $50,000 to do that. All right. Number 64.
I think Kazui's next. Kazui's on.
Is he on now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kazooie, welcome. Kazooie, you're doing a fantastic job producing the show tonight.
Producer Kazooie.
Kazooie, you're going next. Oh no, ID's going. We're gonna keep it in order so I can keep it straight. This is very complicated. I'm not a very smart person, so I gotta keep it. So we're going to number 64 for ID, and then Kazooie will follow. But number 64, you and a person you love deeply are placed in separate rooms with a button next to each of you. You know that you will both be killed unless one of you presses your button before 60 minutes pass. Furthermore, the first to press the button will save the other person, but will immediately be killed. What do you think you would do?
What the fuck?
You
and a person you love deeply are placed in separate rooms with a button next to each of you. Okay. I got that in my mind. Okay, I can picture that. You know that you will both be killed unless one of you presses your button before 60 minutes pass. Okay.
So one of you has to press a button to save the other person. What do you think you would do? Would you let them save you, or would you save them and sacrifice yourself? Would you hope that they saved you, and possibly they don't push the button, in which case you'd both die, or would you just sacrifice yourself and push the button to save them?
Okay, what are the downfalls if I do that? Let's think that out.
Downfall.
I mean, I have my answer, but I'm wondering, we got to get your answer.
You're asking me. You're asking me. What do you think you would do? Well, fuck, I don't know. Let's see. Man, I would
start whacking off. I'd whack off one last time just in case first. And also to get that tension out of it. edge myself a little.
Is it your spouse or just someone you care about very much? I missed
you love deeply.
Someone you love deeply. Okay. I was gonna say get a quick hand job and then call it quits.
You're also on the edging thing. I like that. I would edge myself for 59 minutes and then push the button and say goodbye.
This reminds me of...
Yeah, I'd just go ahead and just shoot. Yeah, I'd just take the bullet. Yeah, save the other person. I think that's what I'd do. Not that big a fucking deal, you know what I mean? And in the end, it's if you're in a bad situation like that, you just...
Well, because then, in the opposite outcome, you have to live with the fact that, you did that, so...
I go out to Saturn,
which would you rather have?
And then come back to Earth anyway, you know what I mean? Just fucking reject right on out and come right on back, so it's not a big fucking deal.
Well, the correct answer is what you said.
Yeah, dude.
The correct answer, when you're on the internet and, potentially millions of people are going to listen to this, is that you sacrifice yourself.
Yes.
That's the answer to the question. You always say yes because nobody wants to be the one that's like, I killed that other motherfucker, even if you're going to do it. The correct answer is to lie.
May I say that this reminded me a little bit of like that prisoner's dilemma? I mean, obviously it's not the same, but Will, the one where do you speak up or do you let the other person speak up?
Right.
I mean, obviously this is death related, but...
Yeah. If you press the button, you're dead. Or if the clock goes to 60, you're dead. So the longer you wait it out, the more likely it is that you'll live.
So this is, I think, actually, it's exactly what happened in The Dark Knight, the Batman movie, when the two groups were on the different ships, the prisoners and the regular people, and they were each given a detonator, and they were like, you can either blow up the other person and you guys live, or if no one blows up the other person, you both die. So it was the opposite, it was the inverse of it, but it was the same idea. Anyway, the prisoner's dilemma, that's when two members of a criminal gang are arrested and imprisoned. Each prisoner is in solitary confinement with no means of communicating with the other. The prosecutors lack sufficient evidence to convict the pair on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Simultaneously, the prosecutors of each prisoner bargain. Each prisoner is given the opportunity either to betray the other by testifying that the other committed the crime or to cooperate with the other by remaining silent. The possible outcomes are if A and B each betray the other, each of them serves 2 years in prison. If they both remain silent, A will be set free and B will serve 3 years in prison. If A remains silent, B betrays A will survive 3 years in prison and B will be set free. And if A and B both remain silent, both of them will serve only 1 year in prison on the lesser charge. And that right there is the answer, and that is why they teach no snitches in the hood, because everybody in the hood understands game theory, and you just fucking shut your mouth, because if you narc and even if you get out, you're gonna be killed, and we're gonna...
Is this Prisoner's Dilemma? Are you reading Prisoner's Dilemma?
Yeah.
Rand Corporation game theory, fucking bullshit.
Absolutely. The Rand Corporation...
But the question kind of aligns
I'm gonna kill myself. All of them tend to, surprisingly enough.
Well, then we win. We live then.
I hate the fucking...
One of my favorite books that introduced me to game theory, Soldiers of Reason by Alex Abella, The History of the Rand Corporation, which is the Rand Corporation that OS is referencing in The Prisoner's Dilemma. That's where that originally came up. Soldiers of Reason is like the history of the Rand Corporation from their own documents. Alex Abella was given access to their bullshit history books and our history, and wrote a fun book about it that was a New York Times bestseller, and it talks about how everybody at one point could see the Sputnik satellite going over top when it went by, which is absolutely impossible, and we're moving on right now. So that's for the
I'm pretty sure this game wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Rand Corporation.
Absolutely. One of the coolest parts of in that book is he was explaining how with like insurance, you have what's the amount, like you have to pay in a certain amount in order
premium.
What is it, premium? Yeah, they were saying that like what they wanted to find out if they could offer a thing. They didn't call it a premium yet, but they, if they can get people to pay a little bit more money, and if they wanted to run the numbers and do an investigate to see if it was ethically acceptable, because if they were going to charge this to people, they wanted to make sure there weren't people people were not going to all of a sudden back out of getting insurance because they didn't want to pay the premium. And when they found out that the same amount of people, once they were told they would have to pay a premium upfront charge in order to receive the coverage, that they would still get it. So then they realized, oh, we can just start charging premiums now. So they just ran the models and ran the data to prove that, and that's why we pay premiums now, because they found out they could. That's it. So that's the kind of shit they were doing, among other things. A lot of things they were doing was like they would get government contracts during the Cold War to justify all these, like how to build all these nuclear fallout places, and it was just like crunching numbers and doing a lot of fear mongering to get public funds to allocated so they could get fucking rich. A lot of cool stuff in that book.
The gamification of life.
And it's also taught in microeconomics. That's where
Taught
I
in
game theory.
everything. It transcends every field. It's the fucking worst. It's the backbone of computer science.
Yep.
It's the fucking worst. That's why you should just kill yourself. Be done with it.
Okay.
It's here though, baby. What are we gonna do?
Good advice. Good advice.
Okay, here we go. Randomly generating for Kazooie now. Kazooie got number 163, which is close to one we've already done, but not exactly it. And I want you guys to know that I have been keeping track, and I also want you to know that I just lied about that. Okay. Number 163. If there were a public execution on television, would you watch it?
What kind is it?
What did he say?
Then it's sexecution.
What kind is it?
Death by edging.
I watched for a little bit.
You're sick. I would not.
If it's that.
If it's that, yeah. I would. Yeah. How about the part 2 of the question? Would you watch it? If you watched it, would you masturbate? Now that is too far. Oh my God, we've gone too far now. Okay. Would anybody here watch it other than Kazooie, who's a little young person who has no empathy left in his heart?
I couldn't. Nightmares. I would have nightmares, and I just couldn't.
All right, the female is going to cry.
I think it depends. It depends on who is being executed and by what method. I think the question of what method
what's the context?
is very valid.
Hitler is being executed for war crimes.
I would not watch it if it was Hitler because I'd be afraid I would cry. I don't want to cry.
Did you guys ever watch the Saddam beheading when it was on YouTube briefly?
He didn't get beheaded.
He was hung.
Well, I don't know about his penis. I'm just saying he didn't get beheaded.
Because I think I remember seeing his head fall or something. I feel like I saw it on YouTube, but then it got pulled.
I think he was hung. I think they threw him off a building and hung him.
He had a big platform in him. It was.
Yeah.
He started a new career as Saddam Jeremy. He was so hung.
Saddam Jeremy. Yeah. He died from autoerotic asphyxiation in public. It was the... Jesus. This is dark. This is getting bad. This is out of control.
Can I get a second question in a row?
Oh, yeah. You can absolutely get that because you missed the first round. Let's give Kazooie another one that he can... I'm curious to get your response to this one. This is a very interesting question. Can you be counted on to do what you say you'll do?
What number is that?
189. I apologize. This is a real question. 189. Can you be counted on to do what you say you'll do?
It was made up.
That's clearly no. Huh?
Made up.
Kazooie. What?
I'll do my best.
You need another question?
Okay.
I said I do my best. That's my answer to that question.
That was not good.
Kazooie, the way you do it the way they want it, and that's what you tell them. You say that's the way they want it. Just do it good, and then tell them that's the way they want it. And
Yeah.
we'll start to get it. You
So
know what I mean?
the second part of the question is, what does it take for you to trust someone?
Physically. At night.
Yeah. How cool do you have
I
to
use
be
my-
with one of your bros to like sleep in a bed together with your pants off, but nothing sexual?
I don't be that cool.
I wouldn't have to be very cool with anybody to do that. We do
There's
not
a lot
be-
of addendums to this question.
Where is all this coming from?
There is a third part of the question. Would you do that with me?
And Blue Chew.
Are you going to ask for another question, Kazooie?
Is there Delta 8 Blue Chew?
You get no other question. We are moving on because I think we got all the information out of you that we needed. You had to think about the question of, are you a good person? Which is fine. Original Simulant is up again. He's sticking around because he's intrigued by all the edge talk.
I have to interject real quick because I just got a very interesting YouTube notification not more than 5 minutes ago
Interesting.
by a channel that I'm not subscribed to called Game Theory.
Whoa. Breaking.
Nice.
They're watching you.
The video in question is called "Why Flying Pokemon Can't Fly."
Oh, it's about a
Oh.
video game.
Oh.
The channel is called The Game Theorists.
I know that channel.
It's a play
Oh,
on
God,
words.
Kazooie.
That's what it
Kazooie.
is.
I know
It's a
that.
play on words or something.
Of course, you know that channel.
It's a game theory.
Never,
Yeah.
never. I never get recommendations for video game channels popping up on my desktop.
Damn, that's
Until now.
something.
That's the man. Do not be surprised.
Because we all said game theory one too many times. It was like saying
Candyman.
fucking candy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
Edging.
Don't
edging,
say it
edging.
don't say it into the Black Mirror.
Say edging 3 times while edging yourself in a mirror. Hey, Original
that's a
Simulant,
recipe for
is it
heart
easy?
attack.
Original Simulant, is it easy for you to accept help when you need it?
Kind of personal. I don't know.
What number question was that?
I
Yeah,
apologize. Number 82.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of my.
I know the answer to the next one. Will you ask for help?
If I think I'll get it, I won't if I know it's futile.
Now that was a lie because he doesn't ask. He tells people to help him. No, that's true. That sounds pretty reasonable. That's probably one of the gayer questions we'll get here. See, if you got 81, I'm gonna go. Who's next? Can I just give somebody 81 because it's a very interesting question.
It's Shimi, so you might want to hold it off on someone.
Shimi. Well, we're not.
I'll take it.
Rude.
Will somebody take 81?
I'll take it. 81. Kobe Bryant number.
That's right.
I like 81 because 8 and 1 become 9, and that's my number.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
New
Kazooie,
world.
can you please mute yourself? Okay, number 81, ID. This is a bonus question. We're in the bonus round now. If you were to discover that your closest friend was a heroin dealer, what would you do? The answer cannot involve edging. I like the word of the day because it's kind of like, you remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? Where like it was the secret word and if somebody said it, that was pretty good.
Loved Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Me too.
Fun.
Gosh, I don't know what I'd do.
Pee-wee wasn't into edging at all.
See, no, he would just get in there. Yeah, no one. Pee-wee did not get caught in a movie theater edging himself. He got
was
caught
very-
using a fleshlight, and that fleshlight was one of the puppets from his show. There's a little flashlight with that. Did I ever tell you guys about my?
Yeah, that's true. I remember that.
Did I ever tell you guys about my invention idea? I had an invention, but it's a fleshlight that's actually a real flashlight as well. So that way, you could turn the flashlight on while you're whacking off with 2 hands and tell spooky ghost stories to your friends.
Okay.
Or just walking around the neighborhood at night, as you do.
Well, I would do it like you point it up under your chin, and then you just tell like spooky ghost stories. Ooh. Okay, we're moving on. Shimi, I thought that question. I just saw heroin in it, so I thought it would be exciting. That was not very good. It was kind of lame. So I apologize. That's why it was the bonus question, because it was bonusly gay. Number 97, Shimi.
Yes, 97.
What are your most compulsive habits?
Uh-oh.
Do you regularly struggle to break these habits?
Okay, I will go public with this.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's the makeup addiction. There is this underlining makeup addiction. So it's compulsive. I know it's compulsive. It could also be like school. I'm addicted to like learning and education. I feel like I'm there's an addiction there.
You seem like the type of person that if we kind of let you start talking, that you would eventually come out and say, I'm addicted to being a good person. I'm just addicted to being kind. I think that's true. I think you do have a problem with that. I think that you are. I'm not being sarcastic. I think that you are you're a very kind person.
I am, for sure. But
and
I don't
humble.
know. Yes. But as far as like the compulsive habit.
So makeup is the
yes, it's like.
Oh shit! So you took did I offend you with my joke earlier?
What was it?
When you shared the documentary about that carny lady who you said my favorite UK makeup artist, Lisa Eldridge, who is very talented, did this doc on BBC on history of makeup. You watch and I will watch. And I responded, I thank God every day that women are so susceptible to propaganda so we don't have to see them in their natural state.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, good.
I do think it's a compulsive habit. I mean, we could talk about it for half an hour if you guys want.
Nah.
I think it's just like it's a feel-good thing, right? And then it's sort of the way it's marketed. Makeup now is marketed as, oh, you need this color, or this is going to make you, it's
because you're worth it.
Right.
That's right. You should see right now while you were talking, Shimi, about makeup, I was doing the gun signal to my head.
But I'm trying to work on I know it's marketing, I understand, but I still fall for it. So that's a compulsive habit.
You're a mark. Everyone's a mark for something.
Yeah.
That's
right. I makeup and beauty bloggers.
Do you like watching women? All women love these. You're all addicted to watching makeup tutorial videos.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I have girls that I love watching specifically because you get to know them. It's she's like my friend.
Oh, that's so sad.
I commented on that. I commented on Will's comment there.
Oh yeah, you said.
And yeah.
You said the more they paint someone else's face over their own face, the more jarring it is when we see their unadulterated faces and instantly wish that they would put anything on, even a paper bag. Please do now, what? Jesus. Who the hell are you?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's right. So it's like it's a self-perpetuating thing, right? So the more you do it, the more you have to do it, kind of thing. But I was thinking about it a little bit, and there are certain places that you go. I bet, Shimmy, where if you didn't wear makeup, it would be like it just wouldn't work. It would be controversial, even like if it was somebody's wedding. Right? If you went to someone's wedding and you could you go to someone's wedding with no makeup, right?
I wouldn't be able to.
That's a good one.
I actually had a therapist tell me that I should go to work one day, and I do hair. He was like, you should go to work without wearing makeup. But I was like, hell no. I wouldn't, because my work it involves like beauty. Why would I go to work without wearing makeup?
Nobody wants to go to a prostitute without makeup.
Right. So yeah,
I'm not saying you're a prostitute. I was saying nobody would want to. It was just coincidence.
Yes. Yeah. Just by chance. Yeah.
Every day, women do a shitty art project on their face. The same shitty art project every day. And it is what it is. We are used to it. This is what I always said. I always thought it was sad that women have been conditioned to feel like they do not they cannot leave their house and be themselves without feeling uncomfortable. And I think that is what it is. And personally, I am so happy, though, that happens, because some of these women are dogs. And thank God every day that the propaganda is so strong because some of these women, dear Lord.
But I do feel like, on a side note, I do feel like beauty is inner, and if you are beautiful inside, it does show up outside. So, yeah, you can wear makeup and you can be done up, but if you have a bad personality, it shows. So, I'm looking at both ends. That's all.
That's the most beautiful clown I've ever seen in my life.
But dogs in what way? Like, just in the face?
What?
Willie.
What's the next question?
The next question is going to uninstall media.
RNG.
Oh, and
The next question will be going to uninstall media, and it is going to be question number 53. Question number 53 is as follows. How do you react when people sing happy birthday to you in a restaurant?
I want to get up and leave and tell them all to fuck off.
Yeah. Anybody here enjoy that?
love it.
Yeah.
But that's never happened to me, so I actually don't
You're
know
lucky.
the answer.
Anybody ever do the thing where you're with your squad and you lie so someone can get like free ice cream or whatever?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good move.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good way to scare someone else in your group.
Oh, just like pretend it's someone's birthday to get free
Well, it depends
shit?
on the place, because there was a place that Vietnamese restaurant we used to go to, and you could just say, "Hey, it's my boy's birthday." Hit him up, after we finished the main meal, and they'd play "Happy Birthday" over the PA. Everybody in the restaurant would turn around and look,
If they're like,
and they bring out a deep fried and battered banana with 2 fried ice cream balls at the bottom of it, and it's all propped up with,
That's not bad.
with
Has anybody
sticks,
ever
and they
been-
pour cream over it.
Has anyone ever been to a strip club when it was someone's birthday?
I've never been to one.
What?
Nope.
I've been to a strip club.
My mom worked at a strip club. I've told you guys that before. I told you that in confidence. My mom used to be a stripper. Don't tell anybody.
yeah, I've been, but not on a birthday. It was just a Friday.
Me
I
neither.
I went
But
once for someone's birthday. Actually, I went for. My friends took me for my birthday when I was 18, but this is not like sometimes you go there and if it's someone's birthday and you give them like $70 at this one, they'll bring him on stage, they'll get a chair, they'll put it up the back of the chair up to the pole, they'll tie the guy up, rip his shirt off, beat the fucking shit out of him. We all laugh. The guy they take his belt off, they spank him, they scratch him. It's fantastic. But I was 18 when the first time I went. It was the first time I ever went to a strip club. My friends brought me, and I was about 300 pounds back then. And I was trying to get in shape, so I was doing squats. I only just started working out. I was like, I'm 18 now, I got to get my shit together. So I start doing squats. First time you ever do squats, you get very sore to the point you can't walk. Your shit gets so tight. Plus, I'm 300 pounds. So I go, my friends are going to they buy me a private dance. So we go upstairs, this lady, $20. She's giving me the private dance. And what she does is she wanted to do this move where she goes down, she squats down, puts your ankles on her shoulders, and then she stands up kind of like she's squatting, and then while you're sitting down, and then she spanks your butt, right? So she picks your legs up while you're sitting in a chair in front of you and reaches underneath and spanks you. Now, the problem was I was 300 pounds and my legs were very tight and sore from squatting. So this poor woman gets down, she squats down as I'm sitting in the chair facing me, puts my ankles on her shoulders, goes to stand up and just goes, "Holy fuck!" And she falls over. My legs, it's like a rubber band. She got him up a little bit and then popped her down and she fell. Oh, it was humiliating. And then I told her we didn't have to continue in the dance, but she said she has to finish. Oh, she was going to get in trouble from her boss.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's like the worst possible scenario of being sung happy birthday in a restaurant.
It was very
because it's not even a restaurant, it's a strip club. But like, yeah, I mean, in a restaurant, it's also performative. It feels so fake. It's just like, can we just skip this dumb ceremony and just eat fried chicken or whatever? It's like
absolutely. Okay, we're going around an hour actually, and nobody's gonna, and much longer because of the technical difficulties, which will never occur again. I have no idea how the audio is going to turn out on this, but I do see that everything's recording, so we're gonna do maybe I don't know if we're gonna do one more round because these are going a long time, but we're definitely gonna get through. Let's see. I'm next. I'll just answer one real quick, and maybe we'll go around and do like a speed. We'll do a speed round and then wrap it up after my last question here. Number 178. To myself. Ooh, I'm excited. You are leading 100 people whose lives are in danger, and you must choose between two courses of action. One would save only 90 people. The other would have a 50% chance of saving everybody, but were it to fail, everyone would die. Which would you choose? Well, I would do the 50%, because if it fails, no one's going to blame me because we're all going to be dead. All right? Because I'm always trying to look out for my reputation. You know, I got street cred to deal with. So I'm going 50% every time. Because I don't think I could ever do anything where I'm left alive. Do I die in this? I die as well. Yeah, so that's fine. Wait, you are leading 100 people whose lives are in danger. Oh shit, do I live at the end and then all of them might die? Well, then definitely 50%.
It says everyone would die.
Except for me. I'll choose the 50% still, because I like to gamble. That would be, I don't think you'd ever get that kind of action ever again. 50% odds only. 50-50 is not bad. What is that? Like flipping a coin. Well, yeah, that's fine. Would anybody else choose the 50?
What number was the question?
The question is, if there was 100 people live were in danger, and you would save, there's two courses of action. One of the courses of action means you would save 90 of the people, but 10 of them had to die. Or you could do the other course of action, which is whatever this course of action is. You have a 50% chance of saving everyone or everyone dying, but you live.
Oh.
So would you either take... Which one would you do?
Are you part of the 90 that would survive?
You get to live no matter what. You're staying alive.
I wouldn't risk it. I feel like I would go with the 90 people and the 10 die.
And
people I dislike the most.
How about you? And you get to pick the 10 that die. That'd be
I love it. Perfect.
Like Gladiator with your thumb out.
That's black magic.
If you're a good leader, that's what the outcome would be.
That's true.
That's not bad. Okay, we're going to do a rapid round and then wrap it up. Rapid rap. This is called the Rapid Rap Popularity Contest. Thank you all for joining in our game. Anyone that's watching that isn't here...
Rippity rap, we rapidly rap. Rippity rap, rapid rap.
Unique, New York. Okay, rapid fire round. Speed round. Do you guys want to gamble on this round?
How do we do it? What do we do? I'm nervous.
No.
There's no... Okay, no talking. No talking. We're just going. Question number 56 to Dead Kelly. Here we go. Dead Kelly, give it to me. It is...
This is a good one.
Oh, this is a great question. If you found that a good friend had AIDS, would you avoid him?
No.
Because AIDS is a hoax. All right, next question. This one is going to...
There's two parts to that question.
Oh, there is. Yeah. What if your brother or sister had it? That means that you would have it too. You still would. So what if your answer was if my brother... It's yes if it's your brother or sister, but no if it's anyone else. All right, ID, you're next. Question number 191. Rapid fire. Would you rather be happy? Oh.
What number is it?
191. I think there's a typo. Is this a word? EYT? Is that a word?
There were some typos I saw. I mean, I didn't write it, but I would never have typos.
Sure, you didn't.
Would you rather be a happy, slow-witted, and unimaginative, or unhappy yet bright and creative?
I'd rather be bright and creative. What's the baggage that came with that?
For example, would you rather live a life of a brilliant yet tortured artist such as Vincent van Gogh, or that of a happy but carefree soul who is a bit retarded?
Yes, the latter.
You're just gonna keep on doing life as it is right now, huh? All right, next question. Here we go. The next question goes to Kazooie. It is question number 105, and it is: at a meal, your friends start belittling a common acquaintance. If you felt their circumstances were unjustified, would you defend the person? Wait, let me... Oh, yeah, it says criticisms. I thought it said circumcisions for a second. If you felt their circumcisions were unjustified, would you defend them? Circumstances, not circumcision. Sorry. Criticisms. Criticisms, not circumcisions. Would you circumcise your friend?
At a family dinner.
Maybe the friend was being belittled because they were circumcised.
So if someone was belittling if your friend was making fun of a common acquaintance, would you stand up for that person? Or would you jump on?
I wouldn't say anything.
Hold on. Hold. Stop. Everybody freeze. We're pausing the speed round. We're all going to answer what we think everyone else here would do.
Okay.
So do you guys think Kazooie would stand up for a common acquaintance if his friend was belittling them at a meal?
I believe Kazooie, what Kazooie said.
Yeah, I believe the same. I probably not.
I wouldn't say anything because they're friends.
Just a common acquaintance.
Just a common acquaintance.
That's fine. I was just wondering. Okay, what about me? What do you guys think I would do?
You would stick up for the person.
You don't know me, sister.
I think you would at least make a dick joke about it.
If I smelt blood, it doesn't matter who it is. Let's go back to the AIDS question. If I smell blood, well, maybe not AIDS blood. Never mind. Okay, next question. Speed round. 136. The question goes to Shimi. That was a good answer, Kazooie. I think.
All right.
136. If you knew your child would be severely retarded and would die by the age of 5, would you decide to have an abortion? Oh, this is a female question for a female. No makeup or anything.
It's a very intense question. And do you guys have an hour? Because we could talk about abortion.
This is a speed round, sister. You going to kill the tart or not?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. If it was now, in my current age,
That's most likely going to happen, by the way, in your current age. Statistically.
Gross.
Statistically. I didn't make the statistics, woman.
I'm just saying, like, if it was me in my early 20s, maybe that's different. Me in my early 40s, I probably would go through with it. So you see what I mean? It makes a difference in age, too. Like, probably when I was younger, I was a little more immature, shockingly, I know. But now I would be like, no, maybe this is part of my karma, or like that's how I would look at it. So I probably wouldn't have an abortion.
You wouldn't kill the baby because it would make because of your karma?
Well, yeah, because I feel like I probably have other karma I'm still dealing with, right?
That's fine.
So I'm not trying to add more karma. I'm trying to delete it. I'm trying to clear
I wouldn't mind if I have a mentally retarded child because they are friendly all the time. And they're like the happiest people. When someone says they feel bad for someone with Down syndrome, I say you are projecting because those people are very happy. And everyone that I've met has, you shake their hand, they got the chalky hand because they masturbate so often.
That's what that is.
But it's going to die by the age of, like...
Number 111 goes to Uninstall Media, followed by, I will be the last person to answer a question.
Okay.
It was a lovely
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. I appreciate your quick response there, Shimi, on the last one, by the way. Only about 3 minutes.
157?
If your parents became infirm, what does that mean? If your parents became infirm and the only alternative...
Wait, what number? What number is this? What number is this?
Number 111. I'll read the whole thing and we'll figure out the context of the typo. If your parents...
Ooh, that's esoteric, 111. I like it.
If your parents became infirm and the only alternative to bringing them into your home was to put them in a nursing home, would you do so?
That doesn't make sense. That sentence doesn't make sense.
I think there's a typo. It looks like it's not my writing, but
Would
The only
you put your
alternative
parents
was
in
to
a
put
nursing
them
home
in
if
a
they were
nursing
infirm? Yes or no?
What about a sister or brother who suffered a permanently crippling injury and or other than whoever wrote this doesn't speak English? Nowhere.
This might
No,
maybe these
would a
questions. Would a
convalescent
Gaia
home.
write these questions?
This convoluted.
okay. By the way,
Nobody edited. This is not edited.
Convalescent
It makes no sense.
convalescent is where I
It
got
makes
my
no
word of
sense.
the day. Just so you guys know, I used that word.
Oh,
Next,
nice.
we're skipping.
Yeah, well,
We're skipping because this is rapid fire number
Give
148.
me another one.
You're getting another one. If by adding a 2-inch by 2-inch tattoo, you could save 5 lives and prevent a terrorist attack, which are fake, by the way, would you do so? Would you get a 2-inch by 2-inch tattoo to prevent a fake terrorist attack?
Man, how much fucking meth was this person smoking when they wrote this?
If you were allowed to select a
That was a
location
lo-
and design, where would you have it, and what would the design be? Now, I'm gonna.
Where would you have it, and what would it be? You know what it would be? I'll tell you what it would be.
PCP.
I'm getting a tramp stamp,
Yes.
and it's gonna be the twin towers with the plane and the smoke, right on the tramp stamp spot. It's my tattoo.
You're gonna get a terrorist attack as the tattoo to prevent a future terrorist attack. Never
Fuck
forget.
yeah, man.
Never forget. I like
Never, and it's gonna say "never forget" in Old English.
Yeah, and then your boyfriend will always be reminded.
That's esoteric.
Yeah, or the fucking dominatrix who pegs me.
All right. Next question. Oh shoot, it was 169. I hit the button and I clicked it again. I got to go with it. Sorry. Now it's on 64, but I'm gonna stick with 169.
Hey,
How many times
Skylarkin
during the day
requested that I
do you
be
look
your
at yourself in the
convert.
mirror? Fuck. 10,000. I have no. I'm constantly trying to figure out what the fuck I'm like. I'm paranoid all the time that people are always looking at me. They're always looking at me weird, and I always think there's something wrong with my beard. We're on Beard Watch 2021 right now, by the way. This thing is not looking good, and I'm aware of it. So I'm looking in the beard mirror, checking my beard all the time. That's a gay question to end on, though. 81. 81. Everyone's gonna answer this question. If you were to discover that your closest friend was a heroin dealer, oh my god, we got the Kobe question again. All right, that was. What are the odds that we decided to do one extra question? It was the first repeat question. That's
RNG, not very random.
RNG.
We're ending on 42, the death number. ID, can I go to the judges on that? Am I accurate?
Yes, you're accurate.
42.
Yes.
How would
Yes.
you react if you were to learn that your mate? Dad Kelly, you actually understand this, right? You know what a mate is. You guys have those. How would you react if you were to learn that you ooh. I love it when you talk. How would you react if you were to learn that your mate had a lover for the same sex before you knew each other? So, this means if your boyfriend was already gay. All right, that was it. We're ending on that. We're not even going to answer because that was a good one. We got to end on a pop. And I appreciate everyone coming around here, on here tonight. Shimi, once again, another great idea. I will give you all the credit. We did a game last week. What was it? Truth, Lie. Everyone that participated had a great time. We didn't record it. We should do these more often. I appreciate Dead Kelly, ID, Kazooie, Shimi, Uninstall Media, and Original Simulant sucks. Everybody have a good night. Bye.